So we're back at Shaar and we're going through some difficult ideas. DRUSHOT Lila. We're in a section in the back called the MILUIM, where he's filling in the blanks, so to speak, of a lot of different places where there are contradictions in the Rav. One particular place he says like this is there's a concept here of Bittul Kli shall Nook B'Laila. At nighttime, the Kli of the Nukva of Malchus is nullified. Why? Because it has no ore inside of it. And let's see what he says. Mavur B'Drush Gimel B'Sofo, he said, the B'Kol Lila B'Ez Shemistalkim HaMochim, every night, at the time when the Mochim are leaving, Mahanuk, Mistalkim Gama Yedayim De'iba Mimena. So we have two ideas. One is that at every nighttime, the Mochim leave the Nukva. Now, this is apparently an idea that's contained in the Rav. So he says, Hamochim mistalkim gama yadayim. Also, the yadayim of Ima leave the nukva, the Ima mimanu. So he says, mistalkim, bekinas kli yisoda. And so as a result of that, the kli, which is her yisod, leaves. Shehim misukim ayadecha yadayim the Ima, because why? You need the hands of Ima in order to be able to make the kli of the yisod of the nukva. But Tzark l'chadesh as bechinas hakli m'chadesh b'kol laila. So every single night, this is the fact, he says, you have to make a new kli for the nukva. V'yesh l'ayin be'ezeh parts of kamari hochis. So what parts of are we talking about, he says? V'hidach ha'gavar nizbar ba'oven klali b'laila. So we've already said in a general way, that in the nighttime, na'asin tikunin b'shnei partsufin, there are two tikunin that take place at the beginning of the night. Now, exactly what part of the night we're talking about has to be defined. So he says, "Ha'echad the parts of the zun the kad shah the yom base." So on the first day of the cycle of the kad shah, we do the acharayim, the mochin the acharayim, the kelim the acharayim, to get a tikkun. But on the second day, it's the kelim of panimius, of the panim. V'chashem b'partsufi Yaakov Aleah, the kelim panimim the yom sha'avar. So there's two, let me say this. So he says, the ha'echot, the parts of zun the kad shah the yom base, which is the panemius here, when they're talking about when midnight comes or when the night comes, you're starting the second day already. He says, so therefore, what's shaykh to the first day is not going to be shaykh on the second day. But that's one way of looking at it. You're talking once again about the kad shah kolel, which is happening also at this time. The parts of Yaakov Aleah, the Kedah B'Nimin, the Yom Sha'avar. The second one is the Yichud not of Rachel and Yaakov, which is what I think it means, which goes along with the Kad Shah concept, but also there's another Yichud that's going on, which is the Yichud of Yaakov and Leah from the previous day, because they're also going in a 3-day cycle. So they say which one of them is going to get this hamshacha of the hands of Ima. Now what does it mean the hamshacha is going to explain that? He said you have to understand this. What does it mean? That this takes place at the time when Zer Anpin falls asleep. Because what it means is the hands of Ima go into the Nook. The Im came, and if that's the case, the Im came. What is this that we're talking about over here? That at night time the hands leave. What is the hands? And once again, the nai of Ima coming in to breathe, so to speak, or to flow directly into the nukva and build her up. Hello, other rabba, but wait a second. At nighttime, really, that's when when these hands come in. So the kavanah is the night is really divided into two parts. At the beginning of the night, that's really at Aravit or Marav. He said, there you see the leaving of this Hamshacha, Shenimshkocha Nook Etmol, that really streams down to the Nook from yesterday. And then when the Dormita comes, it comes again. It becomes renewed. So it leaves at the beginning of the night, because the beginning of the night is the start of the second day. And so therefore what was shaykh to the first day is going to be gone. Those are the Mochim, the Kalim of the Acharayim. But now we're going to be dealing with Panim. But if you say this, it only works with the parts of Yaakov and Leah, which is starting again on the second night. The Kalim Panimium, the Yom HaKodim. So it started, the beginning was the Acharayim, and now the second day we're starting again. Because it's into them that the hands of Ima, that is the Nai of Ima, is going to come in now. Besa Dormita, the Yom Etmo, which comes in from yesterday's process, the starting a day anew. They're going to come in now again. So you could say like this, tonight, at this moment, at the beginning of the night, then the hands leave, the Nai leaves, because they come, this is a Nai pouring in from the previous day. Now there's a new cycle, the second day. So this is something that needs to be explained, is that what actually happens during the daytime, what actions take place in the process of the Dormita and the Nesira, the bringing of the Mochim into the Nook, and the Nesira, which is going to take place, and then the Yichud of the Bia Rishona, which takes place in the Chek Abba Ve'ima. He says all of that happens in the second day, but which one, what part of the second day does it happen? But at the beginning of the night, the Dormita hasn't started yet. So since it happened, and we're saying that the Yadayim of Ima come into the Dormita, so then exactly it hasn't happened yet in the Kad Shaus. So let's see what it is. The Myrikan al parts of Yaakov Alea, the Kalim Panimim, the Yom HaKodim. So now we're talking about the Panimim Kalim that we're dealing with the Acharayim the previous day, but the process has already started. So he said that is, but we're talking about who? Yaakov and Leah. So he said, because at the beginning of the light we see an histalkos of the hands of Ima. And so therefore now we see, in other words, the 9 leaves, and now they come back. What time? Be'esa Dormita, which is that time. So this is similar, he says, to the Mshacha of the Rucha. Now what is the Rucha that comes into the Nukva at the time of her of the Yichud with Zah in the Chek Abba Ve'ima? Sheniz Bar V'Drash Ches, and we'll get into it more, I guess, later on. The beginning of the light, the Rucha, which led to the Yichud that we're talking about, leaves. It's the same idea. So you have to bring that Rucha back every single night. Laila b'chadosh, al yedecha b'bir rishonach ana'asis b'kol laila b'chatzals. Begam the Indian zecha yubur lochalon. So this Indian will explain later on the ma'irach of the partzufi Yaakov Alea, that we're really talking about the partzufim only of Yaakov Alea, a pratim, the Kalim Panimium that goes on in the second day, the Yom HaKodim. In other words, the Panimium is part of what was left over now, because the previous day we did the Acharayim, now we're doing the Panimium. Al the derek should be Arnukan, the Indian, the Yudayim, the Ima, Yu'un, Sham. So that's that shir there, and we'll get back to more of it tomorrow. Halavai.